this occasion. So we want to make sure we have bright smiles on our face. As y'all know, we believe in starting on time, and because that is the case, it's time to get started. With that being said, please help me welcome our platform guests to the front. We'll first start with Iridian Ramos Santiago. Justice Berta and Cohen. Please help me welcome the chair of the Atlanta Board of Education, Ms. Erica Mitchell, representing District 5, serving since 2018, representing schools in the Mays and Douglas clusters. Help me welcome Ms. Jennifer McDonald, Vice Chair, and District 4 representative serving since 2022, representing schools in the North Atlanta cluster. Ms. Katie Howard, representing District 1, serving since 2022, representing schools in Carver, Jackson, and Midtown clusters. Ms. Loretta Balding, representing District 2, serving since 2019, representing schools in Carver, Douglas, and Washington clusters. Dr. Ken Zeff, representing District 3, serving since 2024, representing schools in the Midtown cluster. Ms. Ishay Collins, representing District 6, serving since 2014, representing schools in the Mays, South Atlanta, and Thorough clusters. Mr. Alfred Chivy Brooks, at-large seat 7 representative, serving since 2024, representing schools district-wide. Ms. Cynthia Briscoe Brown, at-large seat 8 representative, serving since 2014, representing schools district-wide. Ms. Jessica Johnson, at-large seat 9 representative, serving since 2018, representing schools district-wide. Dr. Danielle S. Battle, Interim Superintendent for Atlanta Public Schools. If you will all please rise. We will now stand for Dr. Brian Johnson, 22nd Superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what
gleaming.
Whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming,
And the rockets were clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave truth through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may be seated. Good morning. My name is Iridian Ramos Santiago. I'm a senior at North Atlanta High School, and today I have the immense honor of introducing Erica Mitchell. Since her election to the Atlanta Public Schools Board of Education in 2018, Erica Mitchell has become a prominent public servant, emphasizing parent and community engagement. She has led significant initiatives, including launching District 5's electronic newsletter, establishing community partnerships, advocating for the district planetarium's renovation, and repurposing vacant school buildings into community centers. Mitchell supports essential programs like school food pantries, one-to-one digital devices for students, and a focus on student outcomes. Currently serving as board chair, Mitchell has played a key role in developing policies on critical issues such as literacy, domestic minor sex trafficking, trauma-informed practices, and restorative justice practices. She co-authored the Atlanta Public Schools Equity Policy and serves as policy chair for the Atlanta Continuum of Care Committee Governing Council, working to eradicate homelessness. Mitchell's commitment to education is evident through her roles on various committees, including Policy Review Committee, Board Development, Adult Committee, Equity Task Force, and the Board of Directors for the Atlanta Beltline. Nationally, she participates in the Aspiring Coaches cohort for the Council of Great City Schools and serves on the Urban Board Alliance Committee of the Consortium of State Schools Boards Association. She represents Atlanta Public Schools as a delegate for the Georgia School Board Association and the Council of Great City Schools. Elected to the National School Boards Association Council of Urban Boards of Education Steering Committee from 2019 to present and serving as vice chair in 2021, she also held the secretary position of the National Black Council of School Board Members 2021, chairing both council's policy and resolutions committees. Mitchell has served on the Georgia Statewide Human Trafficking Task Force Work Group, Fulton County Citizen Court watched for Zone 4, and was appointed by the City of Atlanta's Mayor Bottoms to the Atlanta 2020 Census Committee. In 2019, she served on the Fulton County Juvenile Court Judges Section interview panel. Mitchell holds a Master of Public Administration with a concentration in government from Keller Graduate School of Management. She also has human rights certifications from the U.S. Institute of Diplomacy and Human Rights, an educational finance certificate from Georgetown University, and an accelerated board certificate from Harvard Business School. She earned her undergraduate degree in business administration with a concentration in computer information systems from Alabama State University. Mitchell's dedication has earned her numerous awards, including the Riverwood High School Athletics Hall of Fame Class of 2023, the National Association of Negro Business and Professional Women's Club Public Servant Award, and the 2019 C.T. Martin Public Servant Award. She has also been honored by Alabama State University's 50 Under 50, class of 2018, and received the 2016 Barack Obama President Lifetime Volunteer Service Award. Erica Mitchell's journey is marked by a remarkable commitment to community, education, and empowerment, establishing her as an influential figure in Atlanta and beyond.
Good morning and welcome. First of all, I would like to give our students' performance a round of applause. Did a magnificent job, magnificent. I would like to welcome you all today to the 22nd installment swearing in of the Atlanta Public Schools Superintendent. I am Erica Mitchell, District 5 Representative and Board Chair. I would like to take opportunity to recognize my fellow board members. A heartfelt thank you to you all for your diligence and long hours. Your commitment has been critical to our students, teachers, administrators, and the community. As board members, we hold true to our oath of office and the promise to Atlanta Public Schools students and community that we would find the best fit superintendent for APS, and we ensure that we get it right. One of the most important tasks of being a school board member is hiring a superintendent. And that's what we are here to do today. I would also like to recognize Interim Superintendent Dr. Danielle Battle, Superintendent Dr. Brian Johnson, and the APS administration, special guests, and stakeholders. Thank you for joining us this morning. Reflecting on our mission of the Atlanta Public Schools through a caring culture of equity, trust, and collaboration, every student will graduate college, career, and life. A reminder of this impact that this district had over the past 150 years, which has shaped civil rights icons, athletes, business owners, entertainers, elected officials, and so many others, including my grandparents, my parents, my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, and my own children. This educational institution truly forms the foundation of our city. When I was elected as the Atlanta Board of Education chair back in January, we, the board, set a goal to announce the new superintendent by July, and we did. Today is August 5th, 2024, and I'm proud to say we will install Atlanta Public Schools' 22nd superintendent, Brian Johnson. On behalf of the Atlanta Board of Education, we would like to thank members of our community panel that participated in this process. Your unified support on behalf of the students are invaluable. On behalf of the board, we would like to extend a sincere appreciation to you, Dr. Battle. I looked at you and you did that. Give me a moment. Who not only stepped up as the interim superintendent once, but also extended her contract to ensure a smooth transition. Your dedication and service to our students, families, are invaluable. I'm sorry, I can't see. To this district. You led with integrity, passion, commitment, dedication, always facing challenges head on, and making the decision that prioritizes our students. On behalf of the Atlanta Board of Education, we want to say thank you for your exemplary leadership. Boy, that was a hard one. Okay. Additionally, I would like to highlight Atlanta Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Battle and Dr. Johnson for setting an example of how two superintendents can effectively lead a transition. I dropped my tissue. Sorry. We have had the pleasure to witnessing both of you working together in the spirit of shared leadership, opening schools together, laughing together, working together, talking about us board members together. I know you have, but it's okay. And truly respecting each other's space. We will miss spending time with you both, but more importantly, you have set the example. Thank you both. Now, I would like to take a moment to introduce a young lady that I've come to know very well in these last 8 months. A dedicated APS parent, a tireless advocate for our schools. She's a committed parent to a son of North Atlanta High School and have served as in multiple roles for the PTSA of North Atlanta. She's a former chair of the North Atlanta Partners for Public Schools, and I'm proud to serve with her as my vice chair, and she's our District 4 representative. Jennifer McDonald, would you please come forward?
I was looking to see if maybe there's some Kleenex under here, because we're all, like, we just got started, and I'm already welling up over here. Thank you, Erica, very much. It's an honor to be here. Thank you for this packed room. We have a number of special guests that have also joined us today, and I know some have come in that may not be on this list, so I'm going to call by category. We have a number of elected officials. If you are one of our elected officials, can you please stand to be acknowledged? We also had and that also includes some people from some different school districts, so thank you also for your support and collaboration with us. We did have a community panel as a very critical component of our interview process. These were representatives from across the district, all kinds of different lines of service, from parent to student to teacher to community advocate. We have several of those members here today too. Please stand to be acknowledged. We have multiple superintendents and deputy superintendents here from a number of different organizations. Can you also please stand to be acknowledged? Thank you very much. And also, Coca-Cola really came through for us with an incredible commemorative bottle for the 150th year. So we are all part of history today. So Carl Hill, I believe you are also here in the room. Carl Hill, thank you very much for your support. I mean, I can't even get the words out. Like, okay, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna be in big trouble at my son's graduation in May if I cannot simply introduce Dr. Battle. So let's try harder. I have to work on it, work on my program. It is my incredible honor to introduce Dr. Battle. Interim Superintendent Dr. Battle has been a champion for student success for more than 3 decades. Her career began in North Carolina, where she served as an elementary and middle grades teacher, assistant principal and principal in Halifax and at Parkside Elementary. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't read either because I'm all teary, so I'm gonna do better. Okay. She served as an elementary and middle grades teacher, assistant principal and principal in Halifax and Wake County schools. Her legacy in APS began in 2002 when she was named principal at Parkside Elementary. At Parkside, Dr. Battle gained her reputation for modeling expectations for teachers and students on school-wide practices for creating a positive learning environment. After serving the Parkside community for 6 years, Dr. Battle moved to Martin Luther King Jr. Middle Schools as principal, where she continued making instructional strides and interacting with the educational community to build relationships with parents and business partners. She spent 3 years at King Middle School before being promoted to Associate Superintendent of Schools. As Associate Superintendent, Dr. Battle not only provided leadership to principals, but also allowed her personable nature to influence educators throughout the school district. Before retiring, Dr. Battle's reputation as an effective leader also allowed her to serve as interim chief of schools in Atlanta Public Schools. After serving students and communities in APS for 19.5 years, Dr. Battle retired from K-12 education in 2021 with 31 years of service in making lives better for children. Can't start crying. Okay, we're gonna keep it together. After retiring, it was not long before she would return to doing what she loves, helping to increase student achievement. She began working as a district effectiveness specialist with the Georgia Department of Education, where she worked with school districts to use data and drive instructional practices. Throughout her career, Dr. Battle's educational effectiveness has been acknowledged and celebrated with numerous honors and awards. She was twice awarded the Superintendent's Distinguished Achievement Award, the Championship Leadership Award recipient, and many others. Dr. Battle has and continues to make her mark in the field of education. One of Dr. Battle's greatest honors was being asked to return to the district she loves, Atlanta Public Schools, as interim superintendent. There's no greater service than the service to others. And Dr. Battle lives this every day, and we know this. Dr. Battle lives this daily through her life's work, pledging to lead forward with care, compassion, accountability, respect, and empathy. Thank you. On my last sentence. And she happens to be one of the greatest humans I've ever met and one of the greatest leaders I've ever worked with in this district. I present our interim superintendent, Dr. Danielle Battle.
Good morning. As I conclude my role as interim superintendent of Atlanta Public Schools, my heart is filled with immense gratitude and pride. Serving our exceptional district again has been an honor, and I am deeply appreciative of the journey that we've shared. To the Board of Education, thank you for entrusting me with this significant responsibility. Your unwavering dedication and commitment to the success of the students and schools has been inspiring. Your guidance and support have been invaluable as we've navigated challenges and celebrated achievements together. I also want to extend my deepest gratitude to our incredible teachers, dedicated parents, school and district leaders, all APS employees, and our community supporters, including the philanthropic community, faith-based organizations, and all of our partners. Your collective dedication, hard work, unwavering support have been the driving force behind our success. You have all played an essential role in creating a nurturing and effective learning environment for our students. When I began my tenure, I established key priorities to guide our efforts, and I'm happy to report that we've made significant strides in each area. In literacy, our goal was to have for APS to be a district of readers. During my tenure, we rolled out Readers are Leaders initiatives, beginning the Science of Reading training for all K-5 teachers, school administrators, and selective central office staff, including myself. Every day in every classroom, students, teachers, and parents felt our focus on literacy. In resource allocation, we aim to shift district resources, personnel, and investments closer to the classrooms, eliminating financial waste. Well, we built a budget for FY25 focused on putting resources closer to the classrooms and schools and away from central office. This strategic initiative in curriculum and personnel was designed to help our students achieve on grade level and above. In operating with transparency, I promised an administration that would be honest, open, and collaborative. Under my leadership, we operated with openness, collaboration, and transparency that our stakeholders deserve, ensuring two-way engagement with students, families, teachers, principals, Go Team members, and the board on the issues important to them. Stakeholders felt confident that their perspective had weight in our work. In staffing, we committed to filling every district position with qualified educators who believed in the potential of every APS student. we intentionally filled principal and leadership roles with individuals focused on student achievement and high-quality instruction. And this year, we started our 24-25 school year with no teacher vacancies. Additionally, we advocated for and achieved the 11% pay raise for our teachers. In accountability, as superintendent and a lifelong educator, I vowed to lead with a sense of personal accountability. With hard work and determination, we built a strong team of district leaders, always recognizing that the ultimate responsibility for leadership of APS rests with the superintendent. You always knew where I stood on issues to our students and schools, even if we didn't agree. As I pass the baton to our new superintendent, Dr. Brian Johnson, I am confident that APS will continue to uplift the young lives that we are trusted to educate. Through my work with a talented team of APS professionals, I have diligently prepared the district for this transition. In closing, leading forward with care, compassion, accountability, respect, and empathy have been my guiding principles, always prioritizing the well-being and success of our students and community. Thank you for your unwavering support and dedication. APS is a special place, and I will always cherish the people, the memories, and the impact that we've made on the children and communities of Atlanta.
I would like to take this moment. Well, first of all, thank you, Dr. I'd like to take this moment to introduce Dr. Brian Johnson, a son, a father, husband, and now I'm proud to say he is the former executive vice chancellor. Correct? All right. Former executive vice chancellor and chief strategy officer at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga. Brings a distinguished career in corporate and educational leadership. With nearly 2 decades in public education, he has served as a special education teacher, a principal, a chief academic officer, superintendent, and was up for National Superintendent of the Year. At UTC, Dr. Johnson played a pivotal role in strategic planning, leveraging his expertise in educational leadership, workforce development, business strategies, and change management. Previously, as Chief Transformational Officer at the U.S. Express Enterprise Incorporated, he supported technology management teams. From 2027 to 2021, he served as Superintendent of Hamilton County Schools, transforming it into Tennessee's fastest improving district. Under his leadership, the district saw significant academic improvement, expanded broadband access for disadvantaged students, and increased teacher retention and student participation in AP and dual enrollment programs. He launched 23 career academies, secured over $3 million in funding, and reduced the number of priority schools. Dr. Johnson holds degrees from Austin Peay State University, Belmont University, and Tribeca University. Actively engaged in Chattanooga community, he serves on several boards. The Atlanta Public Schools community is happy to welcome you, Dr. Johnson, his wife, Mrs. Candy Johnson, their son, Brian, and daughter. Welcome, Dr. Johnson. To Atlanta Public Schools. But before then, we have
Justice Miranda Carter.
Good morning. Our distinguished guest this morning who will administer the oath of office is Justice Verda M. Colvin. Justice Colvin was appointed to the Georgia Supreme Court by Governor Brian Kemp on July 29, 2021, after having been previously appointed to the Georgia Court of Appeals by Governor Kemp in 2020. She is the first African-American female appointed by a Republican governor. She previously served as a Superior Court judge in the Macon Judicial Circuit, which serves Macon, Bibb, Crawford, and Peach counties, having been appointed by Governor Deal in 2014. Justice Colvin grew up in Southwest Atlanta. She received her BA degree from Sweetbriar College in Virginia and her JD from the University of Georgia School of Law. Go Dogs. Prior to her appointment, she was an assistant United States attorney in the Middle District of Georgia.
That's all.
She missed that.
And prior to that, she was an assistant DA in Clayton County, Georgia, and an assistant solicitor in Athens, Clarke County. She also served as assistant general counsel at Clark Atlanta University in Atlanta and had a private practice in Charlotte, North Carolina. Justice Colvin is committed to service professionally and personally. She's a member of the Macon Bar Association, GABWA, which is the Georgia Association of Black Women Attorneys, GAL, which is the Georgia Association of Women Lawyers, the Rotary Downtown Club, Macon Bibb Citizen Advocacy, Georgia Advocacy Advisory Committee, Sweetbriar College Board of Directors, Jack and Jill of America, and several Inns of Court. She serves as the chair of the Mount DeSales Board of Trustees and the co-chair of One Macon 2.0 as well. She serves on the Board of Directors for Sweetbriar and the Board of Trustees for Wesleyan College. And she has served on various committees in her role as a jurist. She's the mother of 2 children, Weston and Taylor. She's married to Nathaniel Walker, with whom she shares 2 adult children, Nathan and Natalie. And as a member of the Georgia Bar and an attorney myself, I know personally the incredible positive impact that you've had on our justice system and particularly on our Supreme Court. So thank you for that. And I now welcome to the podium Justice Verda M. Colvin.
Thank you so much, and good morning to everyone. And I have to say, before I even start, congratulations on this well-deserved accomplishment. Your resume reflects why you were chosen. So thank you for saying yes so much, Dr. Johnson. So I want to start by talking about the history of APS. APS has always invested in every student, not just for graduating, but for leading lives that are filled with futures of possibilities. In fact, they are known for producing leaders. So some of the greats from APS, Martin Luther King, Truett Cathy, the founder of Chick-fil-A, Maynard Jackson, our first African-American mayor of Atlanta, and also our 61st mayor, Andre Dickens. Judge Glenda Hatchett, our television personality judge. Charlene Hunter Galt, the first female African-American to enter the University of Georgia. Johnny Isaac, the state senator. And Dr. Lewis Sullivan, the former U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services appointed by President Bush. And also myself, Verda Colvin. A member of the Georgia Supreme Court, proud to come from District 6, Ms. Collins, Farrell High School. That's what you do at APS, and that's why I'm so honored every time I get the call to come. I want to thank this board before I go any further for the work that you do, for producing people like me and these countless people who graduate from APS. You do more than graduate students. You make leaders. Thank you. Dr. Johnson, with your background, I know that you and the APS system, as well as this board, will produce greater results. So I did a little research on you. The one thing you said, the most profound thing you said that made me think, you all did a great job in your selection. was you said that if a school system isn't good enough for your child, it's not good enough for any child. And you enrolled your son in APS schools. That means more than you know. That one statement, regardless of everything else on your resume, to me said everything about the reason why you were selected. If you care that much about every student, there's no stopping APS from being number one, as you said, in the nation. That's right. And so we look forward to that. And so I also did a little research and found out you were in the classroom. Yeah. So to go from classroom to superintendent and then to be noted as one to watch means that our system will be one to watch. So I want to say to you, you're coming onto an already moving train, going 90 miles an hour, warp speed through time, making a difference. So now we just expect you to do more of the same. And I am sure that if you take the wisdom of this board, the wisdom of Dr. Battle, and combine that with the knowledge and your vision for this district, we will do monumental things. And there will be people, I will say this, I think there's power in speaking things into existence. So I'm going to say this, at some point, someone who comes through this system as a result of you being superintendent will sit on our highest place in this country, and that is the presidency. So let's go, let's do this. Congratulations. And at this time, I would like to invite you, Dr. Brian Johnson, and your wife, Candy Johnson, to the podium for the oaths of office. Okay, and if you would place one hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Brian Johnson,
I, Brian Johnson,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will perform
that I will perform
the duties of local school superintendent
the duties of local school superintendent
of the Atlanta Independent School System
of the Atlanta Independent School System
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
I do further swear and affirm
I do further swear and affirm
that I am not the holder
that I am not the holder
of any unaccounted for public money
of any unaccounted for public money
due this state
due this state
or any political subdivision
or any political subdivision
or authority thereof,
or authority thereof,
that I am not the holder
that I am not the holder
of any office of trust
of any office of trust
under the government
under the government
of the United States,
of the United States,
any other state,
any other state,
or any foreign state,
or any foreign state,
which I am by law
which I am by law
of the state of Georgia
of the state of Georgia
prohibited from holding,
prohibited from holding,
that I am otherwise qualified
that I am otherwise qualified
to hold said office
to hold said office
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and the laws of Georgia,
and the laws of Georgia,
and
and
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
Congratulations on completing the oath. Now we have one more to do.
Okay.
Yes, please stand and applaud. You've got one more. Yes, one more. Now this is a loyalty oath.
Okay.
I, Brian Johnson,
I, Brian Johnson,
citizen of the United States of America,
citizen of the United States of America,
and being an employee
and being an employee
of the City of Atlanta Board of Education,
of the City of Atlanta Board of Education,
and the recipient of public funds
and the recipient of public funds
for services rendered
for services rendered
as such employee,
as such employee,
do hereby solemnly swear and affirm
do hereby solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Georgia.
and the Constitution of the State of Georgia.
Congratulations,
Thank
Dr.
you
Johnson.
very much.
So we got to get this in ink, which means it's now time for the signing of the documents. Dr. Johnson, we'll invite you to the table. We'll invite our chair and board to come stand behind him as he signed the two oaths that was just administered by Justice Colvin. And at this moment, we have started a new tradition here where we do the pinning of the superintendent by the chair of the board. And so we invite Chair Mitchell to officially give Dr. Johnson his first official lapel pin of Atlanta Public Schools. And at this moment, we will invite Dr. Johnson, the 22nd superintendent, to the podium to come bring his remarks. And immediately following Dr. Johnson, we will have Chair Mitchell come and close us out.
All right, well, good morning. Greatly appreciate all of you that are in attendance. Some of you I've met, some of you I've not. And it says a lot for many of you that I've not, the significance that APS has on you and has had on you. So thank you for making time out of your day to attend this wonderful occasion. Justice, I will say, I've never been through a swearing in. In Tennessee, they just put you to work. And so you started out during that sequence of lines very light, and then it got heavy. And so I was processing what I was saying, but thank you, Justice, for being here in your words. Board, thank you. And I mean this, Chairman Mitchell, Vice Chair McDonald, all of you, thank you for this incredible opportunity to serve the children of Atlanta. It does not fall on me lightly that this is a significant responsibility and a significant opportunity. And I am humbled, truly humbled, that you have afforded me this opportunity. And Justice, I know you said that you get to come to these quite regularly. We're going to keep you away for a little while because we plan to be around. We plan to be around. Interim Superintendent Battle, I want to call you friend. She has become a friend. She has been absolutely tremendous over the last month or so as I've had the privilege of transitioning. Just a wealth of information and knowledge, but just people say just keeping it real. And so she cares deeply for children, and people that care for children can tell people that care for children. She cares deeply for children, cares deeply about this district, and I'm gonna miss seeing you around. I thought about that coming in. I said, she's gone, she's leaving me, and she said, yes, she is. I cut up with her the last week or so. I said, that smile is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Got a text last night about a bus, and I let her respond because I don't start officially till the day. And she responded. So thank you for your thank you for your service. And then let me say this: my wife, boy, I'm gonna tell you, and I mean this. If y'all interviewed her, I wouldn't be here. And I'm not saying that lightly. I'm saying that for real. She is very, very accomplished. Served on city council in Clarksville at the tender age of 25. She still looks 25. Looks 18. And really has just had a tremendous career. And we have followed each other. We work together. She's my helpmeet, and I try to be hers. And so thank you for coming alongside me on this journey and being a part of this work with me. You are a part of me, and I'm grateful for you. So thank you. So look, man, I don't have a lot of words. I'm here to do work. I understand how school systems operate. I understand what excellence looks like. And we are committed to excellence. And when we say that, we want excellence everywhere. Excellence everywhere. Everywhere. And the beauty of my evolution, if you will, is that I had the privilege to kind of come through a traditional track from teacher. I actually started as a paraprofessional assistant football coach. And so all the classified staff, anybody, it takes everybody to run a school district and community. It takes everybody to run a school district. So I had the privilege of coming through that track and being a teacher and serving as a school leader and serving as a district leader. And then most recently, my K-12 experience was superintendent. And sometimes you wonder why things happen the way they do. And as I stand here now, I know clearly having an opportunity to serve a couple of years in the private sector and then having an opportunity to be in higher ed gave me a completely different perspective as I come back into this work. And my conviction is strong. I'm real clear. And I look forward to working with this board to move this district forward. I believe that Atlanta Public Schools will be the absolute best urban school district in the country. And I don't say that just because it's the flattery thing to say in a moment such as this. I say that because there's deep investment in Atlanta Public Schools. There's deep talent in Atlanta Public Schools. And there's a commitment to seeing it happen. And so I am incredibly excited to get to work. There won't be a ton of words, there'll be a ton of work. Over the course of the first 100 days, we will hit every campus in this district. Starting tomorrow morning. What time we start, Michael? Is Michael in here? 7:30. We will be on the ground. We were already on the ground, Dr. Bell and I, visiting classrooms, visiting schools. You learn a lot in classrooms and in schools. That's where the magic happens. And so we look forward to getting to work. So I thank you again. I am incredibly honored to serve as your superintendent. I'm incredibly honored. And I say serve because that's the hallmark of what we'll be about. I'm not, and I say this really openly, I'm not in this role to have the flash and the pomp and circumstance. I'm in this role to do the work. And so let's get ready to roll up our sleeves and do the work. Y'all with me? All right, let's go to work. Let's go to work. Thank you again for the opportunity. I look forward to serving you. Have a great day.
Don't go too far, Dr. Johnson. We have a special guest here. I would like to welcome Congresswoman Nikema Williams of the Congressional 5th District with a letter.
Good morning, everyone. I am proudly serving you as your Congresswoman in Georgia's fighting 5th Congressional District in Washington, D.C. Superintendent Johnson, I will be very brief because I'm about that work as well, not all the words, but I had to let you know that you have a partner in this work, not just because I'm a resident here in the city of Atlanta, not just because my baby brother is a teacher at North Atlanta High School, but I am the proud parent of a 4th grader at Deerwood Academy in Atlanta Public Schools. And my Carter Cakes and I are counting on you to make sure that Justice Colvin, you are not the last Thurl High School graduate to make it into the history of the state of Georgia. My baby is in the Thurl cluster, y'all. He started 4th grade this year, and he is thriving at Deerwood Academy. I cannot be more grateful of the partnership that I've had with my Atlanta School Board partners. Thank you, Board Chair Mitchell, and my representative, Ishay Collins, my neighbor. Y'all, we live in the same neighborhood. But I just want you to know if there is anything that we can do, anything that my office can do, the federal government can do, we stand with you. We are partners in this work, and I'm proud to count you as a co-conspirator for justice in the education of our youth. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Congresswoman Williams. As we wrapping up, I just want to say it's a pleasure, with great pleasure. The Atlanta Board of Education has confirmed the appointment of Dr. Johnson as our superintendent. He brings a wealth of experience and a proven track record of success in educational leadership. We are confident that his vision, dedication, and innovative approach will greatly benefit our students, educators, and the entire Atlanta community. We are excited to watch the positive impact he will have as he steps into this world. I would like to thank everyone for attending. and sharing this moment with us. We deeply appreciate your support and your partnership as we move this district forward. I would be remiss if I did not recognize Premier Communication Firm for supporting the board through the superintendent search process. Rob, Amy, Caroline, and Miha, thank you all for your late nights conversations and impromptu phone calls and all the work that you've done for the board, the entire board. I would also like to thank Hazard Young and the T for assisting the board in the superintendent search as well. Our shared vision in Atlanta Public School is to become a high-performing school district where students love to learn, educators inspire, families engage, and the community trusts the system. The core purpose of our school system is to improve student outcomes. As Dr. Johnson stated, Atlanta has the potential and will be the best urban school district in the nation. I would like to leave you with this thought. Education is both a human right and a civil right. Nelson Mandela once said, "Through education, you can change the world." I believe Atlanta Public Schools has and will continue to change Atlanta because Atlanta influenced everything. Thank you all. We're done. Oh, you.
All right, so we want to thank you so much for joining us. At this particular point, we will transition you to the next phase. We will have the beautiful sounds of the North Atlanta Quartet entertaining you in the atrium, and so we're asking all guests to please go and support us in that effort. Immediately following that, we will come back here for a very nice reception in honor of our 22nd superintendent. We will ask that our cabinet, elected officials, please stay in the room for we'll be taking photos. Of course, our board for the photo opportunity. And then, Dr. Johnson, we have some other instructions for you immediately following that. With that being said, we'll meet you in the atrium. Thank you so much for attending.